historically always been a good muskie river, and the state's been good about keeping it stocked, so we got good numbers and pretty good chance of maybe getting into a fish this morning. Growing up around here, everybody hears stories about muskies as long as your leg, and you know, until you get out here and really get to chasing them, you don't know whether they're really the truth or not. Well, it's, I guess, a member of the pike family. It's native to this part of the country. They've, as long as anybody I know has been around, has always been in these rivers. They're a top-of-the-line predator. They ambush feed. They're long, skinny, silvery-looking fish. Some of them have spots on their side. Whole mouth full of wicked-looking teeth.
They're the pit bull of the waterways, aren't they?
Yeah.
Got a big old ugly head on them.
The Indians call them water wolves. There's not a lot of them in any given stretch. Being top-of-the-line predators, there's always going to be less of them than the other types of fish there are in the water. And they're ambush feeders, so you got to make multiple casts at all your targets. And then they're just finicky too, but they can. And we have multiple fish trips, but we have trips we come down here and only see one fish all day long and figure that's, you know, a pretty good day.
Now, have you heard a muskie called a fish? Some people say fish of 1,000 casts. I've heard some people call them fish of 10,000 casts. You ever heard that?
Yeah, I hear that all the time. If you dedicate yourself to fishing for big fish, get big fish tackle, throw big lures, and stay in known musky water, it really ups your odds. I've caught personally 15 keepers this year, 5 of them out of here. It takes as much patience as it takes persistence. If you just, there he is right there. Oh, he spooked. Daggone.
Oh, man. That's 2.
Daggone. He had his mouth open, too. Yeah, there's a difference between patience and persistence. I mean, patience, to me, is just sitting in a boat all day long waiting for something to happen. As you've seen this morning, we're not really waiting. We're constantly moving. We're casting at different angles. We've got 2 different lures on, so we give them a slightly different look in case we want to find a different pattern that might be a little more productive. This is a crankbait. It basically imitates an adult shad swimming down the river. So it's basically just a straight crank. I'll stop it and pause it by cover occasionally, but what has been effective here lately is just a steady, slow retrieve that allows the bait to wiggle and flash. Big one.
Get him, 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 get him.
Come right off that lay down.
Talk about your figure 8 you're doing there, Bob.
This is something that you see a lot of muskie fishermen do, and it does pay off. Muskies are real curious fish. They'll come up and follow a bait in, and sometimes that sudden change of direction that you have to do to accomplish the figure 8 is enough to make them trigger it. They'll reach their head up and take a big snag, and there he is, there he is. Oh, see?
Oh my goodness.
Is that a hoss cat or what?
Fish, what a fish.
That is a hoss, and he was on it. He was on it and on it hard. That's the same fish. We'll give him about an hour. We'll come back to see him again.
Goodness gracious.
Did you see him turn on that bait that second time?
Oh my goodness.
My word. I'm gonna quit talking now.
Let's do that. I tell you what, in all seriousness, let's get quiet. Come up here, buddy. Oh yeah. Come up here, buddy. Ah, yeah. Oh man. Oh man, what a fight. Come on, buddy. What a cool fish. He just, you know, he came up. Remember how we kept saying, there he goes again.
He's not done. That fish has got plenty of fight in him.
Come on up here, buddy. It was like slow motion, man. He comes up and he just opens that mouth and just closes around. I tell you what. Oh, come back up here. Oh, he forgot he was hooked. Oh, man, don't you get in a log on me. Man, oh, man, what a neat fish.
Oh, he's cool. He's got all them spots on him.
Yeah, he's colored up good. You know, we got kind of warm there, got kind of hot, and thinking, oh, laid back. And this thing popped out of nowhere. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, I can't believe he took a nap right in the middle of things. Yeah. He's still not done. What? You know, this water is cool water. Well, I think he's done, Bob, but I'm not sure.
It's them cows. See, he's heard them cows stomping around.
Oh man, what a cool
All right, we ready to put the gaff on him?
I don't know. I thought he was done. Uh-oh. I don't know if he's done or not. I'm gonna bring him up here. Don't let him get you. What a neat critter. Check it out.
You got a mouthful of it.
Boy, he wasn't getting off of there, was he, with those hooks? Better watch him.
He's looking at me like he'd like to eat me.
You want me to hold him while you get to... What do I do? Just hold it?
Don't hold it there, because that's a release.
Hold it back up here.
Yep.
Gotcha.
I got to get my wrist out of it.
Look what a neat animal. Let's get over and show him the teeth. You think this critter doesn't have any teeth? Look down in there. He's got some tooths on him. Get him. Well, they got a smell to them, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Like no other fish. They got a particular odor.
Muskie anglers consider it a successful day if they see a fish. Now, if everything goes right, you can put a hook in him and get him in the boat. That's an excellent day. But a good day basically amounts to seeing a fish, raising him up, getting him after your lure, and having a shot at him.
Look at those teeth. You think he can't grab a minnow?
Curdy.
All right, let me get him some air going back over his oxygen back on him.
Rocks.
Yeah. What a neat animal. What a fish. Man, I'm telling you what. Now see,
mid-30s.
Turn him loose. Look how stout that fish is through the back.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's wanting his head. See, he's giving his tail and he's working his pecs. He's going to be all right.
He's getting ready to go.
He's going to be all right.
Nice, cool water. Come on, buddy.
Roll over now.
There you go.
Keep your head. Keep your head.
There you go. You're all right.
See you next weekend.
And what was that all about? Man. Buddy, that was a blast. Yeah, I'm already slimed. He got my drink, and when I went to drink it, I got it in my mouth.
I'll just give you a little bit more there, a little souvenir of the little sandy river musk.
Man, that was a blast. I appreciate that so much. It's always fun to catch those creek muskie or river muskie. This bait right here, you made it. Pretty cool little bait there, I gotta say. Tell me what you call it.
Well, it's called buckshot. It's named after my late father-in-law who grew up about 3 miles from here. And it's basically a cedar bait, flat-sided crankbait with a Lexan lip in it for walking over wood structure. Got 2 big old honking red treble hooks on it and a foil finish. It's basically just basic crankbait design. Fish is shallow, got a nice wobble, nice wide kick to it.
Got nice action. You know, I stayed hung up with that spinnerbait, but I didn't get hung up once. Like you said, if you see some structure, just let it. It bounces right over it the way you got that lip in there. But man, that was effective. And man, was that fun.
That's the 6th muskie out of this creek we've caught in the last 3 weeks on that bait right there.
Now this, of course, we got a steel leader on, obviously. Got us a leader on. I think I got like a 12-inch leader on here. And you'd highly recommend that, wouldn't you?
Oh, certainly. I mean, you saw how big that fish's mouth was. He's easily capable of engulfing the whole bait and getting up to your line. And then in addition, muskies are known to roll, and they have real sharp gill plates that can cut your line as well.
Right. Now, you don't have to have a muskie rod per se. I've just got a bass rod here, and I'm using about, I think, 17 or 20-pound test on here. Was that adequate?
Yeah, we were talking about it when we were setting this trip up, and I told you I'd bring some of my big war clubs, but if you had a muskie stick that you was comfortable with, a lot of people, especially bass fishermen at cave run and places, they catch a lot of muskies on bass-sized tackle. You just got to fight them right, hope they don't get into the wood on you, and get them back in the water as soon as possible.
And I appreciate this so much. Let's do it again sometime.
I've had a real good time, Tim. Thanks for coming up.
You the man, buddy.